Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com. Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's. It's Mark with you on a Monday, and coming up in just a bit, I'm going to play my interview with Cory Nicholson, a.k.a. Punx the Clown from Wallingford's Nightmare on the Ridge. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Monday, August 24th. The Lewiston City Council will hold a special meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. at City Hall. The agenda includes a public hearing on extending the moratorium ordinance on rent increases for lots in mobile home parks. Public comment will be allowed, and residents can attend in person or watch the live stream on the city's YouTube channel. The City of Auburn is hosting a community listening session regarding the Minot Avenue Revitalization Plan. The event is scheduled for August 31st from 6 to 8 p.m. at Edward Little High School and is open to all interested community members who would like to learn more and share ideas. Governor Mills kicked off Maine's Hire a Vet campaign last week. The statewide effort aims to connect veterans and military family members with good-paying jobs. Last year's campaign resulted in over 100 placements across the 16 counties, with the state of Maine, Bonnie Staffing, Northern Light Health, and Bath Iron Works hiring the most veterans. And the City of Auburn announced its semi-quincentennial baby, Lux, who was born on July 4th. Lux will receive free Auburn Recreation Summer Day Camp from pre-K through 8th grade. Lux was born to parents Lindsay and Chad and received the gift to celebrate America's 250th birthday from a city that celebrates its past and embraces its future. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
A mix of sun and clouds today. We'll have a high of 79 and a low of 63. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a chance of an afternoon shower, high of 75 and a low of 55, and sunny on Wednesday with a high of 79 and a low of 57. In sports, Cedar Rafaela went 3 for 4 and drove in 2 runs, and Nick Sogard homered to lead the Red Sox over the San Francisco Giants 5-4. Boston has won 5 of its last 6 games and will visit the Miami Marlins tonight at 6:30. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is
Sweeping
the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for August the 24th. We're going to start off with Rupert Grint, who is 38 years old today. You know him as Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter movies. Legendary stand-up comedian and creator and star of Chappelle's Show, Dave Chappelle is 53 years old today. David Koechner is 64 years old today. He played Champ Kind in the Anchorman movies, Todd Packer on The Office, and Rick the Pilot in Snakes on a Plane. Craig Kilborn, also 64 years old today. He was the original host of The Daily Show, then went on to host The Late Late Show until 2004. Baseball legend Cal Ripken Jr. is 66 years old today. He played a record 2,632 consecutive games for the Baltimore Orioles from May 30th, 1982 to September 20th, 1998. Cal also holds the record for most home runs by a shortstop in MLB history with 353, 8 more than runner-up Alex Rodriguez. And rounding out FPBs for August the 24th is actor Steve Guttenberg, who is 68 years old today. You know him from the Police Academy movies. He was also casino owner Wayne Hastings Jr. on HBO's Ballers, and he appeared in the Sharknado movies, and I think he was in the Three Men and a Baby movies as well. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. 15 years ago, in 2011, Steve Jobs resigned as CEO of Apple due to health issues. He would die a few months later. 20 years ago, in 2006, the International Astronomical Union declared that Pluto was no longer considered a planet. Why? Well, they say in order to be considered a planet, a body must orbit the sun, be round, and have cleared the space around its orbit. Well, Pluto is round and it orbits the sun, but it shares its path with many other icy rocks. Well, I'm not buying it, IAU. I still consider Pluto to be a planet. 37 years ago, in 1989, baseball commissioner A. Bartlett Giamatti banned Pete Rose from the game for life for gambling. Major League Baseball posthumously lifted the ban last year, making Rose eligible for Hall of Fame consideration. 59 years ago, in 1967, Keith Moon, drummer for The Who, finished celebrating his birthday from the day before by driving a Lincoln Continental into the Holiday Inn swimming pool in Flint, Michigan. What a legend. 94 years ago, in 1932, Amelia Earhart became the first woman to make a non-stop flight across the U.S. She flew from Los Angeles to Newark, New Jersey in 19 hours and 5 minutes. And 1,947 years ago, in the year 79, Mount Vesuvius erupted, covering the city of Pompeii, Italy, with 13 feet of ash. People were instantly killed and frozen into the position they died in for centuries. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for August the 24th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Looking for a vehicle but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto Sales on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto Sales today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side. Hey everybody, it's Mark taking the podcast on the road. We are at Oxford Hills Mercantile, better known as Dave and Ollie's, or Ollie's and Dave's, depending on who's your favorite. Dave's the owner, Ollie's the dog. If you've never been to Oxford Hills Mercantile, it is just a treasure trove of antiques and things you wouldn't expect to find in other stores. And so we're upstairs. There's a piano here, and I often picture David playing the piano while Ollie lays on top of the piano. And it's after hours, David's having a glass of wine. And
couple of candles lit.
Yes, he's just letting it rip. But I do have the pleasure of being joined up here by Cory Nicholson of Nightmare on the Ridge. You guys might remember Cory from last year. During Halloween season, Cory set us up here on the podcast. We got myself and Sarah and Pam, and we all went through the haunt, and it was our first time ever for all of us.
And it was magical.
It was magical. We came out of there going, where has this been all our lives? Well, not Sarah. She was scared out of her mind.
That was the best part.
It was the best part. But I got to record it. I had a recording of pretty much the entire walk. I got to take out snippets of my favorite parts, and I don't know if you listened to it.
I did, yeah.
What did you think?
It was fun. I mean, it's for me, it's, I've been doing this my 27th year, so I'm always on that end. I never get to experience what it's like for other people. So like whenever I see videos or even hear audio from people going through, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's why I do this.
Yes, it was super cool. And for folks who don't know, Cory is Punx the Clown, who is a fixture at Nightmare on the Ridge for how many years?
I've been at the Ridge for this is my 6th year.
That was such a fun night. And not only did we get to do the walk, we got to talk to people before and after they went through. We got to talk to people who've been going for years. Some people, it was their first time. And we got to talk to the man behind it all, Jeff.
Yeah, I called him on the way here. I said, I'm doing an interview with Mark today. He's like, cool.
Yeah. He's like, I want no part of it.
Yeah.
Right? I already talked to that guy. I'm done with him. But Nightmare on the Ridge takes place at Wallingford's. Cory, you can describe it better than I can. What can folks expect?
We're not your backyard haunt. We're not just some run-of-the-mill. We are a professional haunted house listed, with the Haunted Association. We have just over 3 acres. But this year it'll be about 30-minute walk through the woods. I think we've got 9, possibly 10 scenes this year, 2 brand new scenes. You can expect a scare.
Oh, definitely. Because I think it was a week or 2 after that I went through for the first time. I had to bring the family. Right? I'm like, you guys have to experience this. And they were like, can't wait.
Yeah,
and,
I wasn't shocked you came back, but I was shocked they showed up.
Right. Yeah, especially my wife.
Yeah.
That is not my wife's cup of tea. She doesn't like horror movies. She doesn't like jump scares or anything. And like a lot of people, including myself, she was just blown away at not only the quality of the scenes, you call them, right? Because those are the parts that you walk through, but the commitment of the actors.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'd say 50-50. Our actors are veteran actors, people who've been with us, from our haunt before this. A lot of people have been there 10, 15 years. And then we have new kids that come in at the job fairs and sign up.
Yeah.
And as soon as we put them out there, I always say it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Like they're shy, timid, but as soon as you put a mask or makeup and costume on them, the commitment we get out of our actors is crazy.
Yeah.
And people just love it. Not only partaking as a haunt actor, but as being a customer and seeing how these people commit.
How did you get into all this?
It's a crazy, dangerous story.
I got time.
So I was 16 years old. I used to my brother had a friend whose father ran the original haunted hayrides in Gorham.
Okay.
Where I grew up. And they were working on a scene. And my brother said, you're the only one small enough to do what we need you to do. He's like, you're not old enough, so we can't pay you, but you have to come do it. I said, sure. So I show up, and there was a tree stand 30 feet in the air with a trampoline behind a fence. And they said, you're the only one who can jump out of that and not hit the ground. So night after night, wagon after wagon, I would jump out of this tree, land on a trampoline. And that was my introduction.
Oh, man. Did you ever miss?
I bounced off a couple times.
Did you?
Toward the end of the season, it got really stiff, so we had to put like a jump mattress, like a pole vault mattress underneath it.
Yeah.
That we may have borrowed from Gorham High School.
You may have.
May have.
Hasn't been confirmed, but who knows? Yeah. So that was it. After that, you were hooked?
That was it. I was hooked. The next year, I was old enough to get paid, and they put me at a scene that was like an electric chair with 2 fake drills, and I sat there night after night and just didn't have to say anything, enjoyed it.
Yeah.
After a few years, I got like a lead actor position, so I was training and controlling my own scene where I was a doctor. And from there, moved on to different haunts, and now I'm at Nightmare on the Ridge, where I'm their lead actor, social media and marketing,
You're
jack
the man.
of all trades. Yeah.
Punx is the man. How did Punx come to be?
So when I left my last haunt, I came to Nightmare on the Ridge, and I had done a clown before, but it was like cookie cutter. And when I met Jeff and he learned of how much experience I had, he said, you can do whatever you want. And I always wanted to be a punk rock clown. Mm-hmm. So I was like, how am I going to do that? The band Rancid, their lead singer and guitarist have the name Punx tattooed on their knuckles. And I said, Punx the Clown. And I threw together this punk rock clown with plaid pants and a battle vest and became Punx.
I love Rancid.
Oh, they're so good.
One of my favorite bands. Yeah, I love it. Corey's rocking the hat. He's got the Punx in the inside visor there. And Punx is Punx, in case anybody wants to look him up on social media, because you're pretty famous on social media.
Yeah, I mean, I got a pretty good TikTok following, Punx the Clown.
Yeah. This is not only a seasonal thing for you, it's a year-round planning event. Not only with the job fairs, but you guys are going out of state to look at what other places are doing, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a crazy year this year. After Haunt, we tear all the electrical out, and then once the snow melts, we're back there building.
Yep.
In the meantime, in March, we go to Trans World, which is world's largest Halloween and haunted attraction trade show, to kind of shop and buy up on what we want for next year. This year has been kind of cool because Jeff, our owner, is franchising. So we've been building a haunt in Florida. So I just went down there for a week to help them.
You're going to be nationwide.
I hope so. I'd like to do this full time.
Oh, my goodness.
So yeah, Nightmare Oaks is down in Melrose, Florida. That's going to be opening this year.
So will you be going down there periodically?
I'm going to try to not to.
Okay.
I don't like the Florida weather.
Gotcha.
But
it's not good for punks, right?
Good thing we have like computers in our pockets now where I can just FaceTime into people.
Yeah. So last year when I went, I had no idea what to expect. I knew you were going to be there in full gear, which I was prepared for. You got a buddy, Blaze, that hangs out with you.
My good friend Blaze. We've been hanging out a lot off season. Me and Blaze have something brand new we're debuting this year. If you go on our Facebook, you can see part 1 of 3 of our movie trailer that we have released for our short film. That's going to be a lot of fun.
How does the job fair work? I'm trying to picture this in my mind, and I'm not coming up with anything.
Yeah.
How does it work?
So job fair is basically like we know the open positions we need to fill. People can come in, fill out an interest form. We'll take your picture, kind of see where we think you would fit. There's no experience necessary. If we think you'll fit there and we think your attitude is going to fit our need, like we'll make you an offer. But, I mean, don't come in thinking you need to dress in costume or have your acting chops ready and vocal warm-ups. Like, we're just there to meet, greet, see what you're all about.
So how long does Nightmare on the Ridge go for? When's opening and closing date?
Opening this year is a little early, September 19th. We're open that Saturday only, and that's kind of our cold open, kind of get our feet under us. And then our last day, we're actually open on Halloween this year, which is going to be awesome.
Wow.
Haunted attraction on Halloween brings a new vibe if you've never experienced it.
And you could appreciate this because I know you're a huge music fan, and I may have shared this with you before, but I got to see Rob Zombie
Nice.
at the Colisee on Halloween night.
That's awesome.
It was incredible. And I just remember sitting there going, what lottery did we win?
Yeah, that's
where
like
we get Rob Zombie on Halloween
it's
night.
like seeing Dropkick Murphys on St. Patrick's Day.
Exactly.
It's a magical moment.
Being at Nightmare on the Ridge on Halloween is going to be incredible.
I saw Cypress Hill on 420.
Stop.
Yeah, in Oakland, California.
Wow.
That was something I both forget and cannot forget. So.
Yeah. What's the time commitment like? Say you do get accepted and you get a role there.
Yeah, this year we're doing mostly Fridays and Saturdays. The last 2 weekends we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We get there like 7 o'clock is our start time. So as long as you're in costume ready a little before that. And then we do a team meeting and we'll get you out there. And we run Fridays and Saturdays till 11. Mm-hmm. And then Thursdays we'll run 7 to 10.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen on a haunt?
Craziest thing?
Yeah.
Personal experience. One time when I was at the hayrides, I was a clown with a chainsaw, and it's a wagon. So this is back in the day when the rules were a little bit more relaxed. You could take your saw and hit people below the knee. So I had this trick where as long as I stayed below the knee, it was fine. I would hook kids underneath the knee, and I'd lift them up and turn them onto their stomachs. And Mark's giving me this look like that really happened. Yeah, that was the time.
Nowadays?
No.
Like, my goodness.
So I see this kid, and he's not scared. He's just this tough little kid, and I'm like, I got to get him. Yeah. So I hook him under the knee, go to lift him, and the saw slips out. The lady next to him starts screaming, "Oh my God, you cut his leg off!" And I look, and the kid's pant leg was empty, and he just had a pant leg hanging, and he's grabbing his knee, screaming, yelling. And I'm looking at my saw. looking at the kid, looking at the lady, freaking out, take my mask off, hyperventilating, and the kid starts laughing. And he asked me to pick his leg up off the floor. It was a fake leg.
Oh, my God.
I shook his hand because I was like, it takes a lot to get me scared.
Yeah.
But you did it.
Oh, man. Cory, that's insane.
That is insane.
That is insane. So how long did it take you to calm down after that?
At least a couple of wagons. Yeah, that was...
Did you go back under the knee and flip kids around?
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Once you got your bearings back, you're like, okay, that guy got... What are the chances I'm going to have another kid with half a leg? It's crazy. Because when we went last year, we came upon not just like one person, but like multiple people that could not make it through the entire way. Mm-hmm. Like they get scared. And I'm sure that if I wasn't with my wife, she would have been one of those people. Like there were some parts in there that really freaked her out.
Yeah.
And we were holding hands and my hand was purple by the time we got to the end.
We have certain spots throughout the trail that is like a cutoff point. So if an actor sees someone, that they can take them out safely and walk them back to the queue line.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll look at groups and be like, second scene, So we kind of make bets on some people, how long they'll make it.
And do you guys take pride in that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a company called Scarrett Badges, and they make like Girl Scout type merit badges for haunt actors. One of them is like just a yellow water drop for if you make someone pee. And they have like all these different badges. So if you ever see my vest, I've got a bunch of them on there. So
now I'm going to be looking for those.
Yeah, they have one called the Brown Note
And you also have some special events coming up this season. I'm assuming this is an annual event. You have Punx's birthday weekend.
Yeah, Punx's birthday weekend this year, 2 days, October 16th and 17th. Punx celebrates his birthday and raises money for charity. So we will be selling clown noses for $2, and all those proceeds go to Let's Scare Cancer, which is a organization run by haunt actors to help support haunt actors going through cancer treatment.
Wow.
Which is cool. We did just shy of our goal of $1,000 last year.
Incredible.
So we'd like to make that $1,000 donation this year. So come out to that. It'd be awesome. That weekend we also have the Maine Paranormal and Horror Convention is coming out to help us and advertise for their event on that weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. And you also have Ghostbusters Day.
Yeah, Ghostbusters Day. They will be there on the 24th of October. It's our yearly event. Maine Ghostbusters come out, hang out, take pictures, walk the haunt, try to rid us of any spook specters or ghosts. And they also raise money for their charity, the Center for Grieving Children.
I'm not familiar with the Maine Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So they have a vehicle. They go all out.
Yeah. They. I'm actually a part of that group, a founding member of that group as well.
Really?
But yeah, we since 2010 been raising money for the center. We just go to events, dress as Ghostbusters, got the full get up regalia. We have 2 Ecto ones in the group.
I know you probably don't want to give too much away, but every year you have new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you can tell us that folks can look forward to?
So last year, if you went through a mausoleum, which is kind of like underground coffins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That scene is getting a full rebuild this year.
Okay.
And that is going to be a sight to see. I've seen the plans for it. Lumber got delivered yesterday. It's starting tomorrow, getting built, and that's going to be a sight.
All right.
And then we have another scene that maybe a resurrected monster who's famous in the universe.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let people imagine.
Bolts in his neck.
Oh.
That kind of guy.
Okay.
Some sort of scene like that.
That narrows it down a little bit.
Yeah.
What is the role of Punx on like a haunt night?
If you look closely, I wear an earpiece, so I do a lot of managerial stuff on the background.
Okay.
But Punx itself is just a queue line. Kind of entertains people while they're waiting to get in. Most of the time, I'll just sit there and make fun of you.
Or come up behind you and scare the crap out of
That's
people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is nice for me because I'm getting a little old. I got 3 years before I retire from haunt acting. So
Really?
yeah. So it's just being able to like stay in one spot and walk away when I need to.
Are you aging out, or is this a self-imposed retirement?
I told myself 30 years.
Okay.
I would
All right.
step away. Yeah. I feel like that was a good goal.
Cory, is there anything else about Nightmare on the Ridge that folks should know about?
We are a no-contact haunt, so even though that story I told you earlier, we are no contact.
I still can't believe that was allowed and people were cool with it.
I'll tell you some more when the mics get turned off.
Okay. We'll do a paper listen.
Yeah. But yeah, we're no contact haunt. We are all ages. We do like you to use your discretion.
Absolutely.
We've had infants come through and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to give you a show. And when that happens, everybody has a bad show.
Yeah.
So use your discretion. If your kid's scared of the dark, he's probably going to be really scared of our haunt.
Right.
And we want everybody to have a good time. We don't want to have people have therapy bills because they came through our haunt. So,
sure. Although that's another badge of honor.
It is, for sure.
Let's face it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, we open September 19th. Tickets are on sale now. You can go to our Facebook, and there's a link in our bio, or Instagram, link in bio. That'll give you all our ticket information. We have VIP passes available this year, which is unlimited pass-throughs. You can go through as many times as you want, plus you jump the line, which is cool.
Very cool. All right. And that's as many times in one night?
As many times in one night as you want. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
Cory, we close out our show with a segment called 3 Random Questions.
Oh, I've always wanted to do this.
Now's your time.
Now's
your chance. So we're going to ask you questions that have nothing to do with Nightmare on the Ridge. We're just trying to get to know you a little better. I've been looking forward to asking you this question because, as we mentioned earlier, you're a huge music fan. If you could attend any concert in history and have the best seats in the house, what would it be and why?
The Doors, anywhere.
Really?
The Doors, yep. Second would be Beastie Boys.
Okay. I can
Madison
get down
Square
with
Garden.
Beastie Boys. I was never a huge Doors guy.
Yeah.
So what do you love about the Doors?
I love the vibe. It's not even my style of music. Like, I wouldn't normally just put on something that sounded like the Doors, but I remember being a kid and listening to the Doors and just the way it made me feel, and just being an adult and reading up on Jim Morrison. Rad dude.
Yeah.
And like their music they're like Bob Marley. Anytime you put on the Doors or Bob Marley, you're just in a good mood.
I would never say that about the Doors. To me, the Doors are one of the moodiest bands I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But maybe it's a good mood. I don't know. I haven't listened other than their hits. I don't really know much about the Doors. Haven't really listened to them, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
All right. The Doors, and would you want to be front row center?
I'm not a front row guy.
Okay.
Just the experience, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I took my kids to see Social Distortion when they came to the State Theater on the 20th of
They're so good.
July. We were 3 people deep from center stage, and the mosh pit broke out right where we were. And my kids are in their 20s, but still, I'm protective, and my fatherly instincts took over, and I just grabbed both my kids, and I'm like shuffling off to the side. But yeah, we did get to stay on the floor. We were right at the edge of the mosh pit, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw them at Hampton Beach, and that place is loud to begin with, but they were just so good. And then I saw them at Rock Row when that was a thing.
Yep.
With Flogging Molly. So good.
Yeah. When I saw Social D like 5 times, and the Hampton Beach show was the first time I saw them. I don't even know if we were at the same show, but my buddy bailed on me at the last minute. And I was like, I'm still going. So I went alone. I'm going to get there as early as I can. I want to be front row, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what happened. And of course, when, the lights go down, Social D is about to come out, there's just an incredible rush of energy and a wave towards the front. So I ended up being behind this guy. And I'm holding onto the railing. He's in front of me, and it's kind of a weird situation. He keeps looking back, and I'm like, it's either this or I crush you.
Yeah.
Like, get used to it. It's going to be a long night. But I could read their set list on the stage. It was as close to a religious experience as I've ever had at a concert.
And the energy Mike brings to a show is
all 3 or 4 band members come on. They start jamming a little bit, and then Mike Ness takes the stage, and the place just nearly blew the roof off. And they opened with "Reach for the Sky," which is like, come on, come on. All right, we got sidetracked. Cory's second question for you: would you rather have someone hand you $100,000 in cash, or would you rather flip a coin for a 50-50 chance at $5 million? Right.
I mean, I just bought Powerball tickets, so I would say flip the coin.
Okay. Flip the coin. You a gambling man?
Yeah.
All right. Final question. Putting your professional skills aside, what could you teach someone to do today with 100% certainty?
Sleep.
Are you good at it? You must be.
I'm real good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like Olympic level?
Yeah.
Can you fall asleep just about anywhere, or does it have to be in a...
I mean, I thought I was asleep this whole time.
It seemed that way.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but thanks. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.